Okay, so the first thing that we do is we need to take our data from the other tab, from the Your Data tab. We then need to copy it and we paste it in the relevant section on the first tab. It's just the data for each category. So this is the most likely, and finally the optimistic. Copy and paste. Okay. So now we need to calculate how many of the criteria there is. So how many we have in the pessimistic value, how many we have in the optimistic, and how many we have in the most likely, i.e. everything in between 3 and 5 for our set of data. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to type in pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic. We're also going to do a count or a total, and then the total at the bottom. Putting capitals so that's a bit different. Right. Then, to get the count, let's do the total count first. So it's just going to be the sum of, well, it's not sorry, it's going to be the total count of all the different sets of data. So all of that section is going to be the count. And that should be just 72, which is the total. That's how many pieces of data there are in this whole set. Okay. Then to the pessimistic, we know that the criteria for the pessimistic is all values above 5. So we're going to countif function. First of all, we need to select the range, which is still the whole set of data. And we need to set our criteria. So we just paste it into the first speech marks. And what was it? It was more than 5. So if it's greater than 5, and then we close the speech marks, close the brackets, and that should be set to go. So we have a pessimistic count of 11. We're then going to do the optimistic. So again, it's going to be countif. The whole range is the same, stays the same, and this time the criteria is going to be less than 3. So we do less than 3. Close the speech marks, close the brackets, and we have a count of 16. So then the most likely is going to be whatever's left. So we take the total and we take away the optimistic and the pessimistic. And that gives us 45. If you want to check that's right, you can do different count ifs, but I'm not going to go into that for now because it's overcomplicating our lives. So the next step is to find the expected time for each of our steps. So we have our different steps down here, 1 and 24, and we need to find the expected time for each of those. So to do that, we need to take a weighted average of each of the times, and then find the overall average to find the expected time. So to do this, we start off with our pessimistic. So we do the pessimistic for step 1 times the number of pessimistics. Then we add this to the same for the most likely. So if the most likely is stage 1 times the number of most likelies there are, and then the same for the optimistic as well. And then we have to divide, so we're going to put this in brackets, and then we need to divide all that by the total down here, and that will give us the weighted average. We don't need quite so many decimal places, so we're going to put that down to just the 2. However, we want to drag this down so we have the same the same expected time for each of the steps. However, we need to lock in some cells, otherwise it's not going to work when we drag down. So we need to lock all of these in with the $sign. So that's C30, C31, C32, and C33. So if we see C30, we just need to lock the numbers. We're dragging down. So we lock the 30, we lock the 31, we lock the 32, and we lock the 33. So when we drag that down, that should give us all our expected time values, just like so. Then the variance, if you remember, is going to be the pessimistic minus the optimistic, divided by the total, the count, and then we're going to square that to make sure that it's a positive number. So if we do that, pessimistic minus the optimistic, we need to put some brackets. Put some brackets. We need two sets of brackets because we're going to first of all divide it by the count, which is 72. And then we close the brackets, and we're going to do that to the power of 2, i.e. squaring it. Again, however, we need to lock some cells in place. It's just this time, it's just the 72, which is C33 is the cell number. So we lock in 33, and now we can drag that down. Perfect. Okay. Now it's time to make our CPM graph. So we're going to do a little grid. We're going to select this grid of 3 by 3. We know we're not going to need the middle one, so we might as well black that out. Then we know this is the early start. We have the step number. We have the late start, or the early finish, sorry. Then next going down we have the slack. This is also the slack. This is the late start. And this is the duration. And this is the late finish. So if we take that methodology, we now need to create a box for each of these steps. So we're gonna do, how are we going to do this? We're going to do a little box again, same as what we did before. In fact, we're going to move those to a slightly more separate place, so we can start our chart, our graph here. So the early start for stage 1 will be 0. However, we know that the slack is going to be the late start minus the early start. We also know that the slack is going to be the late finish minus the early finish. We also know that the early finish is going to equal the we also know that the early finish is going to equal the early start plus the duration. And conversely, we know that the late start is going to equal the late finish minus the duration. Now we have our template. What we're going to do is we're going to copy that and we're going to paste it 24 times, but we're going to try and keep it in a setup which is easiest to understand. Or when we're going back to it and we have to put in the rest of the information into each box, then it's going to be easier to do so if it's at least in some kind of vague order. So we can see by the predecessors that if this is number 1, we need to create number 2. Number 2 follows number 1. Step number 3 predecessors stage number 2. Number 4 follows number 3. Number 5 follows 2 and 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that here. Then we have number 6, which follows number 4, so this will be number 6 here still. And we have number 7, which follows 5 and 6, which was this one and this one. So that's number 7. Number 8 follows 6 and 7, so the 6 and 7. So we're going to put number 8 just here. We have number 9, which follows number 8 only, so we can put that straight after. Number 10, which follows 8 and 9. So 10 follows both of these two, so we're going to put it right there. Number 11 follows just number 9, so this can be number 11. Then 12 follows 9, 10, and 11. So 9, 10, and 11 is followed by 12. We're going to put that up here. Then after number 12, we have number 13, which follows only number 12. So number 13 we go here. Number 14 follows 10 and 13. So this was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it follows this one and this one. So we're going to place it here. That's number 14. Number 15 follows just number 14. Number 15 follows... Number 16, sorry, follows 14 and 15. So number 16 follows both of these two. We're going to put it below. Number 17 follows just number 16, and number 18 follows just number 17. So that's another 2 in a row. We have 17 there, 18 there. Number 19 follows 17 and 18. So 19 follows 17 and 18. I'm going to pop that below. Number 20 follows 18 and 19. So number 20 follows 18 and 19. We're going to put that here. Number 21 follows 17 and 20. So this is 17, 18, 19, 20, so 21 follows this one and this one. So I'm going to put that over here. And we've got 22, which follows 21, and the last three, in fact, are all in a line. You can see here 21, 22, and 23 are the predecessors. So we have 21, oh, 22, sorry, 21, 23, and 24. Right. Now what we're going to do to make this a bit clearer, we're first of all going to put the step number in each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 down here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I believe 8 and 9. Yes. So this is number 10. This is number 11. This is number 12, which followed 11 and 7. So number 12 follows 9, 10, and 11. Number 12, number 13, 14, 15, 16,